Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe. Today's video, I'm going to do my spring reading list. I'm really excited about it. I have been so into reading lately, seriously. I've been switching between fiction and self-help books. I figured for this video, I'll just stick strictly to the fiction books, and then I'll do another video maybe next month of all the self-help books I've been reading, just so I can give you guys a better idea of what the books are like once I've had more time to read some of them, because I've gotten a lot of books lately. So the first book I'm going to start off with is Even When You Lie to Me by Jessica Alcott. I actually don't know much about this book. I just randomly picked it up at the library. I figured I'd give it a shot. It seems to be about a girl finishing out her senior year and she starts to have a thing for her English teacher. Honestly, the only reason I picked this book up was because it reminded me of Pretty Little Liars. I'm a huge fan of that. So I was hoping for a great story like Arya and Ezra. If you guys have seen Pretty Little Liars, you'll know what I'm talking about. I just love that show. I recently just started binge watching it again. So I'm going to give this book a try. I don't know if it's going to be any good. I've just recently started reading it. I've only gotten to like chapter 4, and it's kind of just more doing a backstory on her and her best friend. The main character is kind of like a little bit more shy. She kind of seems to have a hard time like coming out of her shell. She doesn't really connect well with like high school students, which I guess I kind of get, you know. There are some people who they just connect better with older people, which makes sense that she would start to have a thing for her English teacher. So I don't know. I'll see how that book goes. Some of these books that I'm going to mention to you guys, I don't actually have them on me because I borrowed them from the library and I've already returned them. I don't like to keep books for too long because I want other people to be able to borrow them when they want to, so I don't like to hold on to them. So I'll pop up some pictures on the screen for you guys, as well as leave everything linked down below so you guys can go check out the books yourself. One of the series I was so excited to read is the Divergent series. Now, no spoilers. I have not seen the movies. I heard the first 2, I think, were out. And I have not seen them at all. I don't know how. I never even heard of it. I don't know. I'm not really a movie girl. I really am more into reading books and TV series, like binge watching them, than I am watching movies. So I guess I just never got around to reading the Divergent series. The reason I even landed on this book was because my friend and I decided to do like this book club idea where we would pick a certain amount of chapters to read by a certain amount of time and then discuss the books together. And that has not been going very well. I cheated. I couldn't wait. I read really fast and I got sucked into these books because they were so amazing. So I've already read the first 2 books, which is why I picked up some more, because I need to give her time to catch up. But it's really great. I love these books. Like, they have this awesome love story, of course, with the main character, and I'm a sucker for a good love story, but it's also super like suspenseful with like the war that goes on between the factions. There's a society that is composed of 5 different factions, and they're born into a faction when they're younger, and when they turn 16, they take these kind of aptitude type tests. But it's weird. It's like they put them in like this virtual reality type thing. They have to take this test to figure out which faction that they're meant to be in based off of their personality, and they can choose either to stay with the faction they were born with or choose the faction that they tested for. So the 4 factions are Candor, which they're known for being honest. They always want to tell the truth. Abnegation, which is the selfless. So they're constantly always doing things for other people. They don't believe in being selfish. Erudite, which is the intelligent ones. So they're the ones that are always questioning everything. They want to learn. They want to read. They're really smart. So, and then there's the Dauntless, which is like the brave kind of reckless ones. There's also Amity, which is like the peaceful ones. Yeah, anyways, I seriously recommend these books, you guys. I can't wait to read the next 2. Yeah, I don't think you guys would be disappointed if you read the books. I love it. I think there's great love stories, great friendships built. I think that there is, you know, I think it's suspenseful and exciting because of the war that's going on and everything you find out. Like, it's a page turner. I did not want to stop reading it, which is why I got to take a break. This one is funny. So I was at the library and I landed across this book. It was just like staring me right in the face. And it's called Life Uploaded. I had no idea. I opened up the book and read like this little description in here. I'm going to read to you guys what it kind of says a little bit. I'm going to skim through it. All Harper's ever wanted is to be recognized for her zany sense of humor, her on-point fashion sense, and her love of all things makeup, flirty, and fun. Harper feels like she's finally discovered her voice in a space she never expected on YouTube, making videos about her day-to-day life and broadcasting them to the masses. So of course you guys know that I'm like immediately drawn to this book. I had no idea that an actual YouTuber wrote this. It's written by Sierra Furtado. I actually did go check out her YouTube page after seeing this book. Probably most of you guys have heard of her and I just didn't, I guess. But I'm really excited to read this because I'm like, oh my gosh, I can relate to that so much. So I'm really excited to read that book. I just thought that was so cool. I don't know. I would love to write a book, to be honest with you guys. I mean, you guys know how much I'm like into reading and stuff like that. I just love this community. I love how creative everybody is and how they're doing their own thing and just really embracing themselves and working hard to accomplish things like that. I would love to write a book someday. I mean, I think that would just be amazing. I think I'm definitely going to give it a try at some point, so we'll see. So this next book I want to talk to you guys about, and I'm going to have to pop up a picture real quick of the book. It's called If There's No Tomorrow by Jennifer Armentrout, I think. It was an amazing book, you guys. I borrowed this from the library. It was about this girl who had this love for the boy next door. You know, it was like her best friend and she was madly in love with him and she was looking forward to senior year and wanted to finally tell him how she felt. And she lost some friends in an accident and that part was just devastating. I don't know, but it was such a good book. I think it was so well written. I just loved it. Like, I'm not usually one for the sad, like really depressing stories, but I don't feel like it was. I feel like it was such a good book. I didn't want to put it down and I cried so many times during it, but it was such an amazing story. So you guys should really read that if you like that kind of thing. I've already read through this series and I absolutely loved it. I've told you guys about this author, Jenny Han, before. I cannot rave about her enough. She is one of my favorite authors of all time. I can't believe I didn't read her stuff sooner. So she's written a couple different book series that I've been obsessed with. I tweeted about it a few times. So she created this other book series with another author. So she made this other series called Burn for Burn. So it's Burn for Burn, Fire with Fire, and Ashes to Ashes. It's about these three girls in high school who want to get revenge on people who have hurt them badly in the past. And it's an amazing book series. There's a twist in it that I can't talk about because I don't want to like give it away. I was not expecting that, but there's something about one of the girls that you honestly wouldn't guess. And you find out about her at the end of the first book. And then it goes into more detail and gives you a better explanation of everything that happened. But it was just crazy, all the stuff that these girls had gone through, and they found, you know, they made friends with each other. They bonded over their revenge that they wanted to get and their pain, and I just love that book series. But the author is like so good. I'm always intrigued by what she has to say. I think she gets to the point. She describes everything really well. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys have read any of these books or if you have any other recommendations now that you're starting to get like a feel for what I kind of like. If you guys want to discuss any of them and you don't want to give away spoilers, that's fine. You guys could always private message me too. So yeah, that's it for my spring reading list, the fiction side anyways. I will make another video probably next month or something on all the self-help books I've been reading if you guys are interested in that. So yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure to give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys.